Hello. Uh, don't mind my voice. This is the first time I've spoken today. So, welcome to my mess of a desk. Here we've got my headphones, this BTS pencil bag I never use, stickers to put on my next sketchbook, this roll of 500 stickers of the gay man flag. I have no idea how the hell I'm going to use all 500. We've got this photo card. If you're wondering the specific member photo card, it's Jin, and he's in my wallet. My tea with the Starfleet insignia in the trans colors. Yeah, that's my desk. And also this bookmark I'm not using currently because I finished all my books. I finished Heartstopper in 2 days, man. But here is a sketchbook tour. I've never done one of these before. I did a video a while back where I looked at some of my old sketchbooks from middle school. But this is a current sketchbook, so it's not going to be as embarrassing to look through. But here are all my stickers. When I voted, they gave me 7 stickers. What the hell do I use 7 I voted stickers for? So I just put one on my sketchbook because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. Why did they give me 7 stickers, but my mom got 3? Here's some... Well, there's technically stickers, but I had to stick them on there with tape. Because they kept falling off my, computer, because they lost the stickiness, so I just taped them to my sketchbook instead. This sticker my mom got. I have a bunch of animal stickers from Daya when they discontinued my G's and wrote an apology letter to me. And they thought that I was an 8-year-old autistic kid and gave me a fun for kids animal facts book. This Punk Rock Saves Lives sticker I got at an anti-flag show. Settle Knife sticker my mom got me, even though I don't listen to Settle Knife. They're just friends. So I put the sticker on. This other sticker I got in another show. I can't remember which show it was. And then the Friend to Garrick sticker that my mom's friend got, the two of us. And then, of course, one of the 500 gay man flag stickers. Okay, this sketchbook starts in like 2020. It's been a while. Okay, never done a sketchbook tour before. Let's see how disastrous this goes. Okay, so the first page, I did this for songwriting semester at School of Rock. I drew a picture based on the keywords and told my friends to write a song based on them because I can't with words. Which is why I'm not a lyrical songwriter. And that's why I'm an artist. And then there's these thumbnails for other stuff I was working on. These are for projects I did in AP Language my senior year. And yeah. A failed environmental science project. These are some of my very bad original designs for Clash. Not original, but like when I started getting really serious about designing characters and actually writing the story. Some of these stayed pretty well. Millie stayed a lot of the same, so did Rolly. What changed about Joss is that his shirt is now red, and Harry doesn't have that much red in him. Ode changed a lot. and I'm glad about that. He doesn't look as medieval evil in this one. I want him to have a medieval, like, evil vibe. Uh, I never finished the outside perspective ones. They didn't really change all that much, actually. This is when I was making Star Trek Bang Tang. So I stopped working on it because the Bang Tang universe was scrapped. And they started working on Seven Fates instead. And I just couldn't get into Seven Fates. I'm not a big fantasy fan anyway. So, and I'm not a super big fan of tragedies, and they kept marketing it as a tragedy, so I didn't really want to even get into it because I know they're not going to make it in the end because that's what a tragedy means. You don't call something a tragedy if it has a happy ending or even a bittersweet ending. You call something a tragedy when it has a tragic ending. It can't be bittersweet and it can't be happy. So I'm not even gonna even get attached to Seven Fates. I cannot emotionally handle that. So dropped Star Trek Bang Tang because it was based on the Bang Tang universe, which was kind of a tragedy, but it didn't even end. So, and like the whole thing was like trying to save everyone, but I made it Star Trek and combined it with Star Trek. The main villain was going to be Q Jr., seen here. And, oh, here's a thing of Janice. And some thumbnails of drawings and a lot of sketches of Yoongi. Because I just couldn't get his design. I couldn't decide which era I wanted to base his design on. But I guess I'll spoil this thing anyway because it's not going to happen. Originally in the story, Sukjin was supposed to die and transfer his Trill symbiont to Yoongi because Yoongi turned out to be an augment, and they were wondering if an augmented human could handle a Trill symbiont better than Riker did in TNG. And it worked. And so Yoongi continued living on with a bit of Sukjin inside of him. And so Sukjin would still technically be alive throughout the story, but he wouldn't be physically there in the end. And there was supposed to be this inner conflict between, I want to say I gave her the name Chae Wong, the girl that, in the Bang Tang universe, Sukjin takes on a date and she gets hit by a bus. Supposed to be like this back and forth between two of them, and there was also an android that was the girl Yoongi is with in the Bang Tang universe, the one that plays guitar. She was supposed to be an android. She was the only one that knew about Yoongi being an augment because he knew about her being an android. I also had so much trouble with this one. I think the final product turned out good, but I just could not get Hoseok in the right... I just couldn't find out the perspective, and I'm so glad that it didn't turn out like garbage in the end. Oh, and all these practicing, because Jungkook was half Vulcan, but was raised on Earth, and so he had a lot of emotions going on because he never learned Vulcan techniques of suppressing the emotions. So I tried to like make a bunch of doodles of emotional Vulcan stuff, and also a lot of practicing of hands holding phasers. And this was for another AP Lang project. We had to make a story about superheroes, and I hated it. I'm not a superhero fan either. I hate superhero stuff. This is more for the superhero stuff. And then when I finally kinda nailed Yoongi's design, I wanted to take more of the fake love era. And then, based on how Bang Tang universe, Jimin would constantly try to drown himself, a comic of them on an alien planet that I digitalized, but I didn't think it was very good, and more practice of Vulcans expressing emotion. And I wanted so badly to have Sukjin collect old communicators and stylize them, and that was an attempt at it. Moving on from BTS and Bang Tang universe stuff, but still Star Trek. Except this. This is Sam. She's the living embodiment of this quote. So, with the 21st century AU I did for Star Trek, including Riker's shirt that says "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20." Julian Bashir desperately begging everyone to wear a mask. Jedzia saying "Be gay, do cry" because she would. And I cannot draw dogs. I hate drawing dogs. I cannot draw this specific dog from TNG. I just couldn't. I could not get the dog from TNG correctly. More practice with Yoongi, Taeyeon, and Jungkook with the Bangtan universe because they were supposed to be part of not Starfleet, so I wanted to draw them in some other uniform kind of stuff. So that I knew what they would look like before they joined Starfleet. This was supposed to be for a concept of a chapter in Star Trek Bangtan where it's like Rascals, the TNG episode, where they all get de-aged. Well, Yoongi, Jungkook, Jimin, and Taeyeon get de-aged. And Yoongi goes back to a time where his body was not genetically enhanced, and so he wants to stay this way so that he can live a normal life. Jimin and Taeyeon bond, even though one's Bajoran, one's Cardassian, because I just wanted that to happen. There's Jake Sisko in the 21st century Star Trek AU, and him with Naomi, because I genuinely believe that if they were around today, they would say this. And then Q, someone suggested that Q will be a lawyer. Oh, this. You've probably already seen it at least a few times in this video. This is a sketch for the sticker I'm gonna put, well, not sticker, but like a thing I'm gonna put on the screen to cover up any spoilers for my own stories. Because I draw things that will not be known until later on in the story to like get the ideas out, and I don't want others to know about them yet. And so Sam is gonna protect the spoilers. And here's Nicole and Tolkien from South Park because I love them. More animal practice. Did not do a very good job. I used to be able to draw animals. I don't know what happened. My Janeway appreciation page. Except for the fucking bun. I hate that bun. I hate the bun hairstyle. I like this one. I like it when she has that short hair. Also, her mug says Quadrant's #1 mom. Because I'd imagine probably like Naomi got her this or something. And she just couldn't say no. Oh, this was another Star Trek Bangtan. This was the girl Hoseok has in the Bangtan universe. The dancer that Jimin hits in the face. And then Ichib, just for no reason. I just like Ichib. Hate Manu, love Ichib. More for Star Trek Bangtan. I wanted to have this new Vulcan original character, Spuvik, to help Jungkook with controlling his emotions and mastering Vulcan abilities like the neck pinch and the mind meld. But I didn't want him to look too much like Tuvok, even though in my mind I was picturing someone that looked just like Tuvok. And I hope that I did an okay job making him not look too much like Tuvok. And then I practiced drawing Admiral LaForge. Because he was going to appear in the end. With him like asking all the questions of like what happened to Suk Jin and stuff like that. This is practice for drawing the Adashik Ferry headquarters and trying to find some design for the ship. Then some other drawings that never got digitalized. Oh, there was supposed to be another episode, chapter, I guess, in the story where it's like God, I want to say it was Genesis, this TNG episode where they all get turned into animals. There's supposed to be a chapter like that, and of course he was going to be a cat. Of course. That's my cat Azura. You'd be surprised at how accurate this is. these are all little thumbnail sketches for the poses for the Clash picture. There's Jules' original design that got changed a lot. I like this one, but I also really like her official new design too. A few stuff for Amori. Then, oh, this was the android. I can't remember what name I gave her. Because the girls in the Bang Tang universe don't have canon names. I couldn't find anything for their names, and so I just gave them names. I can't remember what I named her, but yeah, they were supposed to have a really good friendship. I'm kind of sad that I'm not gonna be able to write their dynamic. I'm not sure about this design for Hannah. I kind of want her to look similar to Dawn, but that wouldn't make sense because they're not actually blood related. But I still want her to look like Dawn. But I also want her to look different. I can't decide. I was trying to get a space so that I could draw something for the outside perspective picture, but I ended up dropping the perspective thing and just doing like all of them, like coming into the room from the Haruto and the elevator and everyone else next to him. Yeah, this was it more planned out, and then some little sketches just based on like random color palettes. And then this was for film project, my first term. I want to say Film Crew 1. Yeah, Film Crew 1. We had to design costumes for, it's an actual show. We were taking a script from an actual show. It has something to do with football. And I just thought that these... I like this for like I might use this design in one of my own stories for a cheerleading outfit. This was for another film project, my first term. Film location, that was it. We did a segment from Fargo, I believe the name of the movie, and I was the costume designer, so I put together these quick sketches of like a general idea of each costume. I don't really know if this is a spoiler or not. I'm not exactly keeping it a secret that these two become friends, but I'm not sure about the whole them dressing up as Star Trek not being a spoiler thing, because Gabe does not know what Star Trek is in the beginning, and Dawn introduces it to him. And then they dress up as Kirk and Spock. But I guess that's not really a spoiler, because I'm not exactly keeping it a secret that they become like inseparable best friends or whatever. There's Book with his cat, because I love Book and his cat. There's more grudge and more detail, and I put a little crown on her because she's a queen.
She's a queen.
The villain from Prodigy, I can't remember the name of, but I like him. I like him a lot. He's giving me Gold Dukat vibes, and Gold Dukat was a really good villain, so I like that they're kind of... I feel like he was very much inspired by Gold Dukat at the very least. And then this is Leah in a more punk outfit than her ref sheet says, because she doesn't really dress like a punker in public. Oh, these are all my hallucinations! I decided to draw them out because I wanted people to know what I keep seeing. This thing kissed me on the forehead and then kicked the shit out of me. It's funny, and I can laugh about it at the time, but it was very frightening when it happened. The claw machine that picked me up and took me away. And then the multiple spider, wasp, scorpion, demon things that visit me at night. I had a conversation with this one. I can't remember what it was about, but we were talking for like 5 minutes. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna turn this page now. Roman from my ditch story I never finished because I can't write dystopians. Because You know, in order to write a parody of a genre, you have to actually like the genre you're parodying. I hate dystopians. We already live in one. I it's it's too much. I can't do dystopians. But here's a little comic from Unfinished Business that I love this idea so much because Daniel died in the 80s, and so he doesn't know about, and then like he was reanimated in 2020, doesn't know what happened, doesn't know about the masks, and then like someone complains about the mask to him, and he's like, I died. And you're gonna complain to me about wearing fabric on your face? Oh, this is based on a conversation my friend had with my other friend. Okay, I had a friend in 5th grade, and then I left to go to Papa, and then she came to Papa my junior year, and Maisie told me the story of when she saw her in the hallway, asked her if she was straight, and she said yes, and Maisie replied ew and walked away. They're friends. It was a weird first interaction, though. They laugh about it now. Yeah, I thought about this. This is not what happens when they meet, but it's kind of close. And then the picture for the show must go on. Yeah, this is something I'm working on. These are just thumbnails. I've only gone to like the thumbnailing stage of this thing. This is when I got a new pen. I ran out of my .1 pen, and I misread the pen I was buying as .1 when it was actually a 10. But it still works. It works better for thumbnailing stuff like this. Yeah, it works a lot better. This is Sam and Kai, because I love them so much. I love their love. Alright, we're getting close to the end. There's Jason. Not the actual Jason, actually. This is Jason from the Menzingers music video, I Don't Want to Be an Asshole Anymore. This is him in the photo booth. I had no reference at the time, so yeah. And I'm absolutely obsessed with the BTS in the song. With, he's just leave me alone when you pick him up. And then this is also from In the Zone, but I changed it to my own characters. The dialogue that made me lose my mind. No one's doing the Yoongi cat agenda like BTS themselves. These were the original plans for the picture of Keelan and Owen in the forest. It was supposed to be this color palette, but I just didn't like it as much. I'm really sad I can't show you this picture up here because of spoilers. I really like this picture. But I can't show it. Alright, final page. These are just sketches for something I'm working on. There's Basil. And Dawn in a dress, because I haven't drawn him in a dress yet. Even though he's gender non-conforming and will wear a dress sometime in the show. And that's it. That's my first sketchbook tour ever. Maybe I'll do more if this actually works out and it's not garbage. I forgot to drink my tea this entire time. Alright. Sketchbook tour done. Hopefully my next video will at least be an update on the animation I showed a preview of. But until next time, with a new sketchbook, that will be all.